in the huddle here with Executive Director Bill Johnson of Football Manitoba. This is the first time we get to chat, Bill. I'm Theo. Good to see you. Nice to meet you.
Well. Nice to meet you as well.
September is always fun.
It is.
I mean,
it's
the halfway point of the CFL. The NFL's started, but more importantly, high school football here in Winnipeg is starting. We've got some new programs to touch on real quick. What would you like to start with?
I'd like to start talking about our Winter Flag program, actually. Registration is opening on Monday for that one. And it was the first year we ran it last year. We capped it at 300 kids. We were full to capacity, so sold out. And so this year we've grown it a little bit. We're hoping to have as many as 400 kids playing at the UW Recplex. We play every Saturday. It's a great chance for kids who don't play hockey, want to get out and get some exercise in a team sport in the wintertime. So
it's a beautiful facility too at UW, and the court there is fantastic. The playing field is pretty spectacular. How many players per team? How many players are playing at once? Give us a bit of a quick introduction to the flag football program here.
It's 5 aside, 5 on the field for each team at a time, 5 on offense, 5 on defense. Generally the rosters are 12 to 15 kids, so they have a couple subs that rotate in and out, and we play 4 games at a time going on at the Recplex. It's a pretty cool atmosphere. You have kids playing football all over the place in the middle of February, and that's a cool thing. It's relatively new for the city. So
registration is this Monday coming up?
This Monday it's opening, yeah.
And through Football Manitoba online?
FootballManitoba.com, yeah.
Okay, so do that. Register your children. What's the age groups?
We go all the way up from 6-7-year-olds in the youngest group all the way up to 18-year-olds.
Excellent. So what are some of the other common rules for all age levels, or is it more competitive when it gets into the older ages, and more introductory for the younger ages?
Yeah, with the younger ages, we let the coaches come on the field with them, and they'll walk them through it, help them get to position, things like that. So they're learning a lot of the basics of the game, and the emphasis is really on fun. With the older kids, winning becomes fun. Once you get to be 16, 17 years old, that's what they want to do. So it gets a lot more competitive, and it's really well played. For a lot of the older kids, high school age kids, it's a fantastic game to watch as well.
Right on. So that's the flag football program here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. We talked quickly about the new initiative that Football Canada has brought to you, this new style of play that they want to introduce.
Yeah, it's Football Canada's asked us to pilot this new program. It's a hybrid version of the game, so it's a mix between tackle and flag. There's from what I understand, I don't have the rules just yet, but they're looking at hands-only blocking on the line, so there's still linemen involved in the game, but tackling will be flagging. So it'll involve soft shell equipment, soft shell helmet, things like that, and we're looking to run that at some point early in 2020.
Okay, so news to follow, update to follow, because
That's
we're still waiting. Very preliminary introduction for that. So
it's a cool thing that we've been identified as one of the pilot sites. So I hope people take advantage of that. And
absolutely,
it's a chance to try and lead the way in this.
For sure. Do you see a lot more players playing more flag or introducing themselves to flag as opposed to playing tackle football, or is it something where they bleed themselves into going from a touch to a tackle aspect, or vice versa?
We actually, in the last couple of years, we've seen a lot more kids going back and forth between the two programs. Flag has become an entity unto itself at this point, where it's the newer game, obviously. But now we see kids going to national championships for flag, going to regional championships, going to world championships. We've had a couple Manitobans. The list just came out yesterday. Top 24 players in the country identified for the next world championship pool. They'll pick from that, and we had 10 or 11 Manitobans on that list. So we're a national power in terms of flag football.
That's pretty impressive. A couple ex-Bombers played some flag football in the adult leagues, right? Yeah,
we just hosted the CFFL regionals this past year, and there was actually, I'm going to say there were 6 or 7 ex-pro CFL guys on all the different teams, a couple SAS guys, a couple Bombers, and things like that. So pretty cool to see.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. What else is on your list today?
Let's talk a little bit. We have our playoffs coming up next month for championships for our MMFA league.
Okay.
We're doing it in a 2-weekend format this year, which is a little bit different than we've done before. Traditionally, we do championship weekend, and that's the 26th, 27th at IGF, where we'll have the major junior league competition or championship rather, the MMFA championships for all the different age groups. But the weekend before, so that would be the 19th of October, we're actually doing the Cruncher age, which is the youngest kids, the Old Dutch Cruncher division. We're going to do their games at Jamboree style. They don't play a true championship. Sure. They don't play. It's not competitive. It's about development and having fun for them. Yeah. We're going to do it at the U of W in the Recplex there. We're going to do it as an indoor thing. So it's kind of a cool thing for these kids. They get to play. It's kind of like being in a domed stadium, right? So they're under the lights in in the indoor facility. And I think it'll be a really cool.
Pump some loud music in there. Maybe we'll see what happens.
We'll have music. We'll have pizza for the kids. It'll be a great day.
I like how it's called the Old Dutch Crunch League.
Yeah.
You know, it gives it that little bit of oomph, that oomph for the little guys. It's great. Yeah. So IG Field for that's the weekend of October 26th, you said?
Yes.
And the weekend.
No, sorry. Yeah, IG Field is the 26th,
yep.
and the Crunchers is the weekend
prior. The Crunchers is the weekend prior at U of W Recplex. Yeah,
that's right.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like pretty good. We also have high school football starting up here.
Yeah.
Classic. You know, I didn't get to play high school football. My high school didn't have one, so I got stuck with rugby, which we'll get onto later. But it's good to see the high school program always being strong, and the camaraderie and the competitiveness in the fall is great.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to get out to a few games, and on the 13th of this month, the Springfield Collegiate is playing their first ever game. They have a brand new team this year, so that'll be kind of cool to see. Yeah.
Right on. A couple of the perennial favorites. Oak Park's still pretty strong. St. Paul's is pretty strong.
St. Paul's, Vincent Massey, the traditional strong teams will be there for sure. And it's always interesting though, because there's always a dark horse that comes out, and you never know.
There is how many divisions at high school football?
This is a good question. They have a JV division, and they have 3 varsity divisions as well. Yeah.
Okay, so and then there's also a division that covers the rural teams, correct?
There is a rural league, but it's separate actually.
It's separate.
They have high school teams that play in it, and it's based mostly out of Western Manitoba.
Right. Perfect. What else is on our list? Next.
Let's see what else we have here. We're starting a new program called Sixes. Our Midget League is on hiatus this year, so they're not playing any games. So for that particular age group, high school age kids who don't have a high school team to play on, we're starting it's a six-a-side league. The six-a-side game is it's a really cool version of football. We're hoping that kids will see that this is a great opportunity to have a lot of fun with it. In Saskatchewan, it's a huge program. They have 43 high school teams.
Oh, wow.
We're hoping that we can get some of those same kids. So there's that registration is open on our website as well, so people can check that out for Sixes. Okay. And the last thing I wanted to mention is our mega raffle promotion is going on right now.
Oh, we're going to talk about fundraising. Let's talk about some raffles.
The mega raffle, it's a big one. We're giving away a car, so that's it's a big raffle. You can check out our website and contact your local football club. Most of them are selling tickets right now, so that draws on October 15th. So
it's just a draw. There's no social, no prize. It's just one big massive car.
No, there's several other prizes as well. There's a 65-inch TV. There's a whole bunch of really cool prizes that in there as well, and Bomber tickets, some season tickets. The Bombers donate to us, so we have some great prizing in there.
And when is that draw being held?
October 15th.
Okay, so we got about a month.
The Sport for Life building.
Right on. Sounds like fun. We're raising money. We're having some fundraisers. We're watching a lot of kids on the field. It's still kind of nice weather out there for the next month or so. Might get a little bit cooler in October.
Yeah.
That's when the hitting feels a lot harder, don't you think?
It's true. It's true. I think the little kids are looking forward to being indoors. Right?
Yes.
Towards the end of October.
That's right. Those crunchers are probably enjoying the fact that we're at U of W indoors.
Yeah.
Perfect. That October 26th might be chilly.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Bill Johnson with Football Manitoba. Thanks for joining us here in the huddle. And we'll be doing against this next month. We'll talk about some more.
All right.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.